Okay, so in this video, I'm going to be going over how to use Claude to be your AI bookkeeper, essentially. I built out a complete skill for an AI bookkeeper as an AI bookkeeper. So let's go ahead and get right into it. Essentially, what it's going to do is do what obviously a bookkeeper would do, but just take all the mess you have through Claude and then give you all the answers. So this whole skill is to, if you don't have a bookkeeper, for small business owners, just solo entrepreneurs, this is probably going to be mainly for these type of people. Honestly, you could replace your own person, even if you have a bigger business, with this type of person. But I know that's kind of hard for people to do because they have attachment to people and everything like that. But so let's go ahead and get into what the skill does, how to put it in, how to install this, and how to create this for yourself. I'm going to show you exactly how to create this if you want to create it your own, or you can just take my skill that I created and tailor it to your own custom needs, right? So let's just think over here where all this mess is. This is all your bank statements, whatever. Just all the things you've spent money on that you're not keeping track of, taxes, whatever, or that you are keeping track of, but you're having a human do it. Now we're going to take that human out of the loop. What is the point of taking the human out of the loop? Well, I would say number one, obviously money. I mean, that's kind of self-explanatory. I mean, if you don't have to pay someone $60,000 a year to do a job, you can literally get an AI to do. It's a lot nicer. It saves you a lot of money, right? Now, how it's set up right now, this isn't it's just a skill. So it isn't fully automated. Now you can take this skill or build your own skill out with it and turn this into some type of automation, right? That pulls from, let's say, Stripe API key that you have, okay? Or whatever API keys, multiple API keys, pulls all that information. Now we have some type of AI agent, okay, that deciphers through all this and then gives you, spreadsheet or just whatever of relevant information to you. It could be different stuff than this. It could be stuff that I don't have that you need included into yours. But this is essentially how you could make it automated right here. But right now it's just a Claude skill. It's just something to build off of. So let's go ahead and get into this, and I'll show you how we're going to build this and how to implement this if you wanted to. So the first thing you need to do, if you don't have it already, just download VS Code. Or you can download the Claude app, okay? So once we get into VS Code, we're going to go over here and click on extensions, type in Claude. Right now it says update, okay? But all you would do is hit install right here. It would have a little install icon and then install. So now let me go into everything that this skill actually has in it, okay? For y'all that are wondering and wanting to use it, like I said, you can literally just download my skill, which I'll have linked in my SKOOL community. Just upgrade it yourself. So what it has right now, corrected profit, 3 bucket sorting, and all of this Claude built, okay? I didn't sit here and overanalyze everything that's needed in this. So I honestly just let Claude build a lot of this and try to make sure it had as much advanced things as possible. But some of these things you may not need, but also some of these things, could be relevant to you, or things you need to add on. You might need to add 20 more things to this, but this is just a starting point. So now let's go ahead and get into the build. So if you want to build this yourself, okay, this is a prompt I have. If you want to copy this prompt, I'll leave it in my SKOOL community as well. So all it says, I'm not going to sit here and read all this, or even if you don't want to do the prompt, honestly, it may be better if you just go over here and talk to it and tell it exactly what you want. But the first thing we want to do is make sure it is in plan mode. So it will ask us questions of everything and help us build out this skill. Also, if y'all do want to work with me with AI implementation into your business or just some type of consulting, I will have a link for that in the bio. You can book a one-on-one call with me and we can go over things that you could implement into your business or how I could personally help your business. All right, so we're going to go ahead and hit enter on plan mode. So now it's going to start planning out. Obviously, it already has the AI bookkeeper. I'm going to go ahead and tell it, don't worry about the other AI bookkeeper. We're building a completely new one. This is for the video I'm creating right now. This is a demo. Don't even touch anything with the previous AI bookkeeper. This one is just a demo build. I'm actually not going to save it or upload it anywhere. All right, it went through all those files, but I had to tell it that. So, because I already obviously have the skill installed and downloaded. All right, as you see right here, it's going to start asking us questions. All right, it's just asking where it should store it. I'm just going to say demo. Well, yeah, probably this. So, and for you, obviously this is going to be a little different, but it's going to start asking questions. And the more detailed you are with it, one, it has better direction, but it's going to ask you questions you wouldn't even thought of. That's what's good about Claude. Like, you don't have to have everything figured out in your prompt, but if you can give it good direction, it'll start asking you the questions that you wouldn't even thought of that are actually very necessary and things you actually need or that you wanted that you didn't even realize you wanted. All right, so right here, it's came up with the plan and everything, as y'all see over here, a demo Claude skill, whatever. I mean, I normally don't even read through all this. You might want to look through this type of stuff to make sure it looks right. And if you ever don't understand like what's going on with Claude, literally just ask it. It's that simple. Using Claude or anything, like, you don't have to be a genius. You don't have to know how to code. Like, literally talk to it. If you're stuck somewhere, talk to Claude. I mean, it's really that simple. You don't need to overcomplicate it. Okay, so I auto accepted. What I always do is put in bypass permissions mode, because if you do edit automatically, it's going to sit here and ask you little questions like you have to approve everything, when it can just literally just bypass all that and figure it out on its own. Like, it'll see something that's not working, okay, boom, 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 and figure it out, instead of like every time something's not working, ask you yes or no or whatever. It's just easier to put on bypass permissions mode. All right, right now it's just currently building. You can really just walk away from your computer whenever it's doing this, especially if it's in bypass permission mode, because it's going to just start figuring everything out. I will say, like, bypass permission mode, it could just go off the rails and do something completely. Every time I've used it, it's never done that. So honestly, like, I would advise using it, but that is kind of a warning to know. Especially if it's dealing with sensitive information, you got to understand the situation, like what you have put on here and what you're trying to build. Okay, I just walked away and this is everything it completely built. Like, it probably took about 5 to 10 minutes to build this whole thing out, this whole skill. This is obviously the demo skill. This isn't the actual main skill, but this is what it built out. High client construction warning, duplicate charge, invoice gap, 1099 watch list, personal versus business, subscription audit, tax set aside. So all this stuff, I mean, obviously you can personalize this and put whatever you want in there. It's super easy to build out. If you don't want to build out and you want to already have something that's built and you can just build upon, you can download the skill I actually built that isn't the demo, which you can download in my SKOOL community or off of GitHub. But yeah, if y'all want to work with me, I'll leave a link in the description. You can book a call with me, a consultation if you're a business owner. Or if y'all want the GitHub repo, it'll be in my free SKOOL community. Just join my free SKOOL community. It will also be in the description. And make sure y'all subscribe. And drop a comment of what y'all want to see next.